Hi, everyone. What I'm about to tell you is a testimony of God's miracle. On January 7th, 2023, I was with my 9 year old. I used to drive a Hyundai Kanya 2020. So, on January 7th, I was at the stop sign with my son. I see two cars approaching, a black one and a white one. They came to a complete stop. I'm the one on the stop sign. They both came to a complete stop. The white car was like right behind, like tailgating the black car. So after a few minutes, them standing there on a complete stop, which they didn't have a stop sign, the white car went around the black car. The black car proceeded to disappear. The white car came into a complete stop. So I'm in the stop sign. Here we are. We there. A couple of more minutes, probably a half an hour going. I was already at the stop sign, probably 45 minutes. This is something that was going on for quite some time. I don't know what was going on in their mind. So the white car did not proceed. They just stood there. So I said, okay, they're giving me the right of way. I guess they don't know where they're going, or maybe they just want me to go. So as I proceed with my son and I made that turn, I had already made my turn. And I'm straight across the street. How the driver somehow, somewhere, she turned her car like a U-turn. I guess she went back, came at full speed at me. She hit my car. My car is already on the other side of the street. Banged her car into my car, smashing my car in. So I called the cops with my son's phone because I couldn't, in the impact, I couldn't find my phones. They flew. So I called 911 and I moved my vehicle out from the street into a yellow line that was there to get out of the way because I have my son with me. So I put my son with me in the front seat with his seatbelt on. The cops, when he finally arrived, I tried to explain to him. He tells me to move my vehicle. I didn't want to move my vehicle, but I obey. I moved my vehicle right back to where I was, right back to the stop sign. So I proceed to tell him what had happened, what was going on. I told him I don't understand how she did this to me, why she did this to me. He said, I'll be right back. I'm going to talk to them. Goes, talks to them, comes back with an attitude, comes and tells me if I don't like his decision to go to court, that he already made his decision. Mind you, his decision was that he gave me 2 tickets. One for having my son in the front seat. My son, that was not okay because of the impact. So yes, I had him next to me because I'm a mother and I'm confronting my son and I'm, making him feel like we okay. Everything's okay right now. So I'm going through this procedure with my son, trying to have him calm as my heart is beating fast. I'm trying to understand why she did this to me. So mind you, he comes back different. He proceeds to give me 2 tickets, one for having my son in the front seat. And I explained that to him. And then the other one talking about I yelled the stop sign, which I didn't, because when somebody gives you the right of way, they're giving you the right of way so you can go. These people, to me, they were doing fraud. And I'm going to explain. So this is part of what had happened to my son and I. So then fine. This happened near my house right here. Not too far away. I could have literally walked home. So I drive my car home because the cop didn't want to hear me out. I drive my car home. I park my car. The next day, I called the insurance company. I told them what happened. They made the appointment for me to go take the car to go check out the car. Okay. So the car was considered total. Okay. So yes, that hurted me because I love that car, but it is what it is. What can we do? So I'm without a car for a little bit because all this impact, all this thing. So I'm just like feeling a little lost. I'm asking God, like, what's going on? What is happening? Why did this happen to me? But sometimes things happen and we don't understand, and I shouldn't ask God. But I'm grateful to God because One day I felt like, you know what, I can't take it anymore. I have to go food shopping. I have my son. I got, I usually take him to school, pick him up. I went walking and I ended up Volkswagen, the Volkswagen car dealer. And I'm like, why am I here? All these cars are expensive. I cannot afford these cars. They're too beautiful. And I ended up getting a black Volkswagen. Okay. So I'm a delivery driver. I do Uber Eats, DoorDash, different delivery apps just to support my household because I am a single parent and I am a full-time mom and I try to work while he's in school. So I try to keep it together to pay my bills. Fine. So I gave me the Volkswagen Jetta, and then one day I'm working and the cops, they stopped my car. And I was driving by a lake and I was praying and I was at peace until they stopped me. When they stopped me, I was like, am I going too slow for you? And they were laughing. They were like, no. They said that they ran my place. Mind you, they had no business running my place. I was not going fast. The enemy is a liar. They ran my place and they told me that they could arrest me because my license was suspended. Fine. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And they were like, yes, their license is suspended. And then the cop is like, if I was you, I would go to DMV and pay a fine. I'm like, what fine? What are you talking about? So they take my driver's license from me and I had to figure it out. So I had to call my oldest to take care of that with me. So I ended up, getting my car parked here, go to DMV. And when I go to DMV, well, a friend of mine, she drove me to DMV. I go to DMV with my son. And I go there and I say, why was my license taken from me? Why was my license suspended? Kid you not, they gave me this paper. They gave me these papers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these kind of papers. I blocked out the numbers and I blocked out my address. But they gave me this paper and they stated that the person who hit my car wants me to give them $2,000. And if I don't give them $2,000, pay them $2,000, I don't get my driver's license back. According to what they're stating, this person had control over me, my money, my financials, or whatever the case may be. I couldn't work because they didn't want me to get my driver's license back because supposedly I'm supposed to give this person $2,000. How they did this, I do not know. I do know that I showed proof that I had insurance on my Hyundai Kanya. I showed them proof of my insurance and everything. The lady was still telling me, no. I left out of there crying. I was walking back home with my son, my 9-year-old. My 9-year-old, he's like, he grabs me, he stops me from walking and he says, Mom, God is going to help you. He's going to help you pass this. He has you. God is going to help you. And I said, how? I told my son, my 9-year-old, how is he going to help me? I was crying. I said, how is he going to help me if I left without my driver's license? If he knows that the only way I can take care of you and I can take care of my home is with my driver's license, because the only thing I can do is delivery apps because I have no help with you. So how is he going to help me? So I didn't understand, but God was using my son to speak to me at that particular moment. My phone is ringing and I'm not picking it up because I'm crying, I'm lost. At that particular moment, when he goes, Mommy, pick it up. Pick up the phone. I pick up the phone. It's the lady from DMV. She's like, run back. Come back. I'm going to help you get your driver's license. So I go back with my son. We're running back to DMV. And then she's like, give me the insurance paper. So I'm giving her all the insurance paper proof of the Jetta I have, the Hyundai Kanya I have. And then she says, come on. And I pay for my driver's license. I got my new driver's license on January, let me see. That happened on January 7th. I got replaced my driver's license on February 23rd, 2023. So, fine, I did that. And I looked at my son and I was like, wow, God used you to talk to me. And we left out of there. So I'm so like God is good. Because I tell you what, I don't know who is going through something similar, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever give up hope on God. I kid you not. The car was total. I have my papers there, but I don't show it because of my address or whatever the case may be. But I do have the 2 tickets they gave me. The 2 tickets was 164 each. Each ticket was 164. So what I did was I wrote a notarized letter. I gave the tickets to a lawyer. I wrote a notarized letter to the judge, and I gave the 2 tickets. I pay a lawyer to go take care of the tickets for me. And I kid you not, the tickets were both dismissed. I paid the court fees, of course, but the tickets are both dismissed. The car was considered total, and God took care of the entire bill. God paid for the entire car that was a total loss. I didn't have to come out of pocket. I didn't have to come out of pocket at all. God is so good. I didn't have to pay out of my pocket at all, but I am going to show you a check that I did receive by the mail. I guess they overpaid by $2.01. The car was overpaid, so they sent me a check. I blocked out my address and stuff. They sent me a check, of overpayment, whatever. But who's going to change that check? This is my proof of what I'm telling you, that God made that miracle for me. I'm showing you the proof that he did. The tickets are dismissed. No points was taken off my license. The card is paid in full. And then I was saying the story I'm telling you to a friend of mine that she goes to church as well, telling her the glory to Jesus, my miracle. And guess what? The enemy is a liar. I received the same letter about my driver's license all over again, supposedly that they wanted to take my driver's license from me again. And I said, you know what? No, you're not. Because God gave me my driver's license back. So the enemy, you are a liar. So I was like, no, you're not getting me. I'm a child of God, and I believe in my God, and God makes miracles. And I go to DMV. I faxed the documents to the fax number. I faxed them the documents all over again. I text them a letter. I called my insurance company. My insurance company was like, what are you talking about? I go to DMV, and I'm like, why am I receiving this? And the lady from DMV is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Your driver's license is clean. Your driver's license is fine. She gave me a proof on paper. And I was like, but what is going on here? She's like, I don't know. But you good to drive in the state of Florida. There's nothing stopping you from driving. And I kid you not, I'm just like, I got all my proofs here. I just don't want to show because of my address. They wanted $2,000 from me, and no, I don't know how they did that. But everything is cleared. God made his miracle. The car was paid for. My license is clean. I have my other car that I'm making payments on. God is with me. I do remember driving down the road, and I'm like, yo, God, I don't want to do this type of job. What can I do to support my household or my child? Can I do something else? I want to work like regular people. I want to get a normal job. And I'm driving to make deliveries, and the road is wet. The road looks so wet, and it looks soaked like it's a flood. And I'm going through that. And I'm like, I can't go through here. How can I go through all that water? And as I'm driving on the road, there is no water. I go through the road and the water, it disappears. The floor looks normal. And then I'm like, what is going on? I don't understand what you're saying to me, God. So I go to another road. I'm going to make another delivery. And the same thing. I'm driving down the road, and I see the road soaked, like the road looked like it was raining so hard, like it was flooded. But then when I go and I'm still driving, and I'm like, God, I can't go through here. But I was like, you know what? I'm not turning back, and I'm not making a U-turn. I'm going through here anyway. So when I'm driving down the road and I'm going, and as more I'm going down the street is dry. When I get to the point, when I get to the light, when I pass the street is no longer wet. The street is dry. And I'm like, but what does this mean? And what does this mean? And I'm thinking, and I'm saying to myself, what does this mean? And then I figured it out. God It's cleaning the path that I'm driving through, what I'm going through. God is cleaning my path. And I kid you not. Let me see if I find it. The police report. This, it shows like I'm at the stop sign and they hit me here. That's not what happened. If the cop would have listened, he would know what happened. I had already made the turn. My car was here. My car was already down here, facing down, when she came and turned her car towards the street. I was already straight at the street coming home. She turned the car as a U-turn and banged into my car. My car was not here. My car was already down here. I was already closer to home and she banged her car on my car. I will make another video showing the vehicles of how they look, because according to my insurance company, they send them vehicles of their car being totaled. Their car was not totaled. Their car did not get totaled. They messed up my car. My car, I guess because they saw, oh, look at this young lady with a nice vehicle. Oh, she probably, rich or whatever the case may be. But no, that wasn't the case. And I didn't cause the accident. They did. But God is good, because God came and he took over. He made the car payment. He cleared out that debt. He cleared out that debt. God gave me back my driver's license because the enemy took it away from me. The enemy is trying to destroy families. The enemy is a liar. And I don't know who needs to see this video, who comes across this video. And I'm telling you right now, look, I create shirts. Dios hace lo imposible posible. And I do it in English. God makes the impossible possible. And I'm a true believer in that. I am a true believer. And I'm telling you now, this is one of my testimonies of what I've been through. And I thank God my son is okay. Thank God that I came out okay. And God saved us from that accident. But this is one of my story, one of my testimonies to let you know that God is good and God is real. He is good and he is real. And if you're going through something, pray to him, because he will answer your prayer. He will answer your prayer. He took care of this for me. And I know that if you come to him, he will answer your prayers. Guys, I go to the church Calvary here in Orlando. It's an amazing church. I am becoming a member real soon. I'm taking the membership classes, and you will not regret it. You will not regret it. Come visit us, Calvary and Winter Park in Orlando. You will not regret it. I'm sure of it. So I'm telling you, just come visit us. Come see how you feel, because the presence of God is there since the time you walk in. God is good and you're not alone. And if you need to pray, pray to him. If you need to speak to him, he will listen. I don't know who needs to hear this, and I don't know who comes across this video. But I tell you now, God is good. He performs a lot of miracles. I'm a true believer. So this is one of my testimonies that I give to you. I will be giving out more. I have a lot more testimonies to say, but this is a start. God bless you, and share this video if it touches your heart. Share this video if anybody needs to hear, to feel that they're not alone, that God is good. Share this video, and hopefully I will see more people coming into our church visiting. Calvary in Orlando, Winter Park. Look us up. We are on YouTube. And just look up the address. Get in your car on Sunday and just come give us a visit and let us know how you feel, because I kid you not, I know God's gonna touch your heart like he did to mine. Well, this is the end of my video. God bless you all, and I hope this touched somebody's heart. Bye.